Okay, guys, Elia Uboto, we are back. A new week, new month still, and new year still. So without wasting no time, man, let's get into today's video. Today's video is going to touch all things around sharing a house or having a roommate or finding a roommate. We find ourselves like at times where now people moving out of their parents' houses because they got jobs now, looking to get to be independent, or maybe people got salary raises in the previous year, so the pockets are gymped now. We're looking for a better place to stay in, and the truth is rentals in the cities and towns, they don't come cheap. So especially if you're looking for a place, it's hard to find a place where one can just be like can stay alone and be able to pay the rent. So you are most likely forced to share the rent with somebody else. So now in this process of finding somebody, I'm gonna try to give some of the questions that you can post when you are looking for a roommate, or when you find your potential roommate and you guys are looking at moving in together. So probably have that first date and just find out and get to know each other. So I have like a few questions that you can ask your potential roommates or housemate, right? So without wasting no time, let's get into the questions. So question number one, ask about whether they work from home or they work from their workplace. So this normally, like if a person works from home, it means they're gonna be using more of utilities. So it means you guys are gonna pay more for your utilities because this person spends most of their time at home. So they are using up their water and electricity, and most of the places, especially like the two-bedroom places in the cities, they come with like no water and electricity included. So you have to pay for your own utilities. So that can cost a lot if your roommate works from home, right? And then the other one is ask about their relationships with previous roommates. If they've had roommates before, housemates, ask about how that situation was like. So in that process, you're also able to find out like what kind of person you're dealing with. Are there people that resolve problems when they arise in the house, or are they just people that don't stand up to resolve things when things are falling apart in the house, especially like sort of like what is this conflict with between roommates. How do they handle those situations? So find out about that. And then the other one will be how will they pay their rent? Obviously if they have a job, yes, but just try to find out where do they work. Is the job secured? Because most of these rentals, they come with a very serious obligation. So you have to sign like a lease agreement, and you have to pay, I mean, you have to honor your obligations. So for instance, if you are sharing a place with somebody who doesn't have like a constant income, so it can force you to sometimes you end up like paying for their portion of the rent, which is quite high. Like already the reason you are sharing is because you can't afford to pay the full rent. So just find out about how secure their job is, so um you are you are secured as well in terms of your rental. So especially if you work, try to avoid sharing with like students, people who are like on internship, because they normally tend to have like shorter contracts, and you know they'll leave you with the place. All right. The other question will be ask about what are they looking for in a roommate. Get to hear about the other side of the story. What are they looking for in a roommate? And assess from that if you are the perfect roommate. All right. And then the other one will be find out about their cleaning habits. The cleaning one is a serious problem, because then you find that some people, they come from very soft houses where there's like a house manager through in and out. They never got to like put their hands on anything. They probably don't even like flush the toilets, and that's all done for them. So now it's their first time to be independent, and that can cause a big conflict in a sharing place, because now imagine somebody who doesn't know how to clean after themselves. They just leave dishes in the zinc. They sleep there, and so forth. So find out about those things so you don't end up in situations like that, right? And then the other one is find out about their smoking habits. I know smoking is a big one because if you're a non-smoker, it's not nice walking in a place and the house just smells of smoke. Maybe your roommate forgot to close the balcony when he was smoking, and then the smoke just comes in the house and you walk in and it's not nice. So find out about that. And if you are a smoker, I think it's good to get somebody who smokes as well, to have a roommate who's like a smoker as well, so you guys can understand each other. So if you're a non-smoker, ish, I don't advise you stay with somebody who smokes because it's gonna get to you at some point. All right. Then the other question will be, um, ask about their hangout routines, their chilling routines. Do they like chilling at home? Do they like bringing people over? So this also, if they like bringing people over, they can, those people can take up much of your space. You'll not get time to rest when you knock. Of course, you probably find people hanging out at your place and it's loud and you can't focus, you can't rest, you understand? So find out about, how frequent do they like to have people over. And also find out about if they are in a serious relationship, because, with relationships, people tend to get comfortable, and then you find that there's the roommate's partner spends probably 10 to 15 days at your house for the 31 days in a month. So that means um your utilities are going up because now you are paying for the extra person that on the other side, because they are gonna use your electricity, they are gonna use your water as well. So, and just also sharing like a two-bedroom, and having people in the other room doing their things, so it can get to you as well. So you probably be made to feel like a third wheel, like in your own house as well. So just try to find out that relationships, they can literally, I mean, they can really like come between roommates as well, right? And just a bookmark, don't ever try to sleep with your roommate. It can it can kill everything. It can kill the whole relationship in the house. But don't get me wrong though, if you guys you like each other, you're on the same page, fine, but don't sneak around in the house. It's not gonna end well, you understand? So yeah, that's just my thought though. But yeah, the next question will be, um ask about how quick are they to put down a deposit. Most of these places, they actually come like you have to pay a deposit. So find out how quick are they to put down a deposit, so as well that you are secured in terms of like your rentals. Again, like it goes back to that, if you don't have your deposit ready, you might lose the place that you guys secure. So find out about their deposit, how quick they can put that down. Okay, so moving on, next question will be, find out about their cooking routines. The cooking one is also, it can also get in the way, because sometimes if you guys cook at the same time, you might be stepping on each other's toes there in the kitchen, and different foods, different smells can also get to you. So try to find out about their cooking routine, so you guys can probably like set up like a cooking time, so you guys don't get to like step on each other's toes when you're in the kitchen. All right. So the other one is drinking habits. Ask about if they drink from home or they like going out, because if they drink from home, it can be that they might be having friends over again. It goes back to that thing, they make you feel like they're doing your own house, you don't get your own space because the house is now loud of these people who are not your friends, who are just having a good time there, making noise while you're probably trying to focus on something, right? So drinking habits, very important. And then the other one will be, uh-huh, yeah, I think those are the questions. But I think I have one more here. Yeah, I think the last question, I think I already addressed it. Like, ask about how they handle situations in the previous time if they were like in a sharing house before. So find out about how they resolve conflict again. So those are the questions that you should ask your roommates before you move in with them. I hope you found this video interesting or informative, and share it with anyone who wants to or who's looking for a roommate, so they can, you know, use some of these questions just to set them up, so to make sure they have the right roommates. All right, you guys must have a great week ahead. Elia Ubot, cheers.